What's up everybody, it's Chasin J and I hope you're having a great week so far. In this video, I'm going to go over my 4-step process for working with home buyers. So this is the step-by-step process that I actually go through here in 2021 that's working for me and it'll work for you. So here's what you're gonna get from this. You're gonna get a surefire way that you can work with home buyers, and this is guaranteed to really help your business grow. So why should you even care about this? Well, for one, if you're a newer agent, you're most likely going to work with buyers starting off in your career. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to get a listing, but more than likely you're going to work with buyers. So you need to know early on how to work with buyers, what that process is like, what these steps are. So I'm going to give you my secret formula that I use to make sure that every transaction goes as well as possible. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button. Please hit the like button. That helps me out with these algorithms. It gets more people to see the video. So if you would just hit that like button below, I would definitely appreciate it. It looks like a thumbs up button. So yeah, just hit that for me. On my channel, I share a lot about real estate. I mean, a lot. I give you behind the scenes about what my business looks like and how you can grow in your business. But for this one, we're just gonna be talking about buyers. So in any real estate transaction, we have sellers, so people who are selling a home, and then there is a buyer, someone who is buying the home. Now, the way that I start to work with buyers, I want you to wrap your head around this little acronym, and it's called TOPIC, TOPIC. So write this down because this is going to be super important. So I'm going to go through what each of those letters mean. This is step 1 in the process. So step 1 is topic. So T stands for talk. You're going to talk to the client. Okay, this may start out as a phone conversation, it could be in person, but it's that initial conversation. This is your first impression that y'all are gonna have of each other. You're going to talk to them, you're going to make that contact. So if they came in through your email or through some internet source, you're gonna pick up the phone, you're gonna call them, you're gonna text them, write them on Messenger. However they came in, you need to talk to them. The O stands for offer your help. Don't confuse offer your help with closing them. No, but that O means offering your help. And the way that you're going to do that is you're going to do that through what I call a needs analysis. You need to figure out what this client needs, okay, and how you can help them. I use a simple script for this. I just ask them one sentence word, and I say, I want to help you, but to do that, I need to ask you a few questions. And then you get into your qualifying questions, the questions that you need to ask them to figure out how serious they are, to figure out what they are looking for, to see how you can really help them. And I have a whole separate video on serious buyers, and I'll link that up in the card so you can go and watch it. But that O is for offer your help, and you're going to do that through conducting a needs analysis. P stands for present the solution. So we talked to them, we offered help, and now we're presenting the solution. You're going to present your solution to their problem. Everybody has a problem. Nobody's situation is just so perfect that they don't have a problem. They may need to move because of a lease. They may need to close on something pretty quickly because their children starting school. Whatever it is, everybody has a problem. When you are doing that needs analysis and figuring out what their problem is, asking those qualifying questions, when it comes to P, you're going to present the solution. The solution is always going to be tied to how you can help them. You found out what they needed from you. You found out what they needed from this process. Now you're going to be presenting that solution. It's going to sound like, okay, I can help you with whatever they said by however you can help. So I can help you with getting into a home quickly by the speed that my business moves, by my team structure, by the amount of property that I have access to. Whatever it is for you, you're going to present that solution. Now we're getting into I. I stands for introduce. You're going to introduce them to your vendors, people who can help them. People like mortgage lenders, insurance agents, builders. You're going to introduce them to those people. Now something magical happens right here, because then they become invested in wanting to work with you. You've already presented how you can help them, and you've introduced them to people who can also help them. Okay, they're going to work with you and your team with you doing this. Now C stands for close. Okay, you're going to close them. You're going to get your documents signed. You're going to start the actual process with them. So that's what it stands for. Topic. talk, offer, present, introduce, and then close. That's step 1 in the process of working with home buyers. Step 2, once you've closed them, once you've gotten your documents signed, you're ready to move forward with them. You're ready to go out, get them in homes, show them, all that good stuff. Step 2 is satisfying their needs. Don't just open up MLS and send them every property on there that fits in their budget or has the amount of bedrooms that they want. You really need to make sure that you are satisfying their needs, okay? Listen to specifically what they need from you. How experienced are they in this process, okay? Do they need to be informed a lot? You need to be the one to satisfy their needs. If you don't do this, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen later in this video. But step 2 is satisfying their needs. Step 3 is the contract to close. So you've satisfied their needs, you found them a property, y'all have gotten under contract. Now it's that contract to close process when all the paperwork is happening and they're working with their mortgage lender and they're getting everything ready to actually move into the property. I'm gonna do a whole separate video on the contract to close process that I do, but this is the 3rd step in the process of working with buyers. And then number 4 is keeping in touch. Even after the transaction closes, you need to keep in touch. This is how you're gonna scale your business and really grow it, because you're gonna start receiving referrals. You know, the biggest reason that people don't work with the same real estate agent on multiple homes is because their real estate agent didn't keep in touch with them. They don't know where to find their phone number. They don't remember their email address. Some people don't even remember their name. You could have been the greatest agent, the nicest agent, but if you're not keeping in touch, you're not gonna get those referrals. And you want referrals all the time, because then this is gonna grow your business bigger and bigger and bigger. Think about this. Think about if you work with 20 clients, right? And that next year, they all send you at least one referral. What would that do for your business? That's what you want. And the only way that you're gonna do that is with keeping in touch. Now, I wanna give you a few notes about buyers just to make sure that you're going to have success with this. Just to make sure that you're gonna be able to execute this 4-step process seamlessly and doing it very, very well. Okay, for one, you need to know what type of buyer you're working with. You're gonna figure this out when you're talking to them, when you're out showing them properties. You need to know if you're working with that analytical buyer, or are you working with more of a visual buyer where they have to see everything. They can't really imagine it unless they're in that room or seeing a concept, a mock-up or something like that. Or are you working with a super emotional buyer? Because there are a lot of emotional buyers out there, and you need to know what type of buyer that you are working with so that you know how to make sure that they are comfortable. And that's a magic word right there. You have to make your clients comfortable. Sometimes you could be doing your process and you could be doing everything how you have learned to do it, but you're not doing it, catering it to that specific buyer. You're not providing them the information that they need. They're not seeing the visuals that they need. So this is very important. Know what type of buyer you are working with. Secondly, buyers are a lot smarter these days. Y'all, the internet, everything is on the internet. There's all kinds of articles, blogs, videos, all that kind of stuff. Buyers are smarter. So you need to really work on being a resource. Don't become that person that's just providing them what they already know, because then it gets to feel like they don't have a need for you, you know, because they're getting everything from the internet. So be a resource. Now, you're probably wondering, Chasin, how can I be a resource? What kind of information can I provide from them? This is all gonna go back to that needs analysis. You need to be finding out what they know, what they look for in a real estate agent. What was their last experience like, okay? Because you want to make sure that you're not doing the same things someone might have did before and they left not having a good experience and all that kind of stuff. So make sure that you are being a resource. Number 3, remain in control of the transaction, okay? And I talked about this in another video before, but you as the agent, you must remain in control of the transaction. You don't want your buyers feeling like they're doing all the work. If you're in control, if you're 10 steps ahead, if you are keeping them informed, if you are guiding them down the right path, you will be in control, okay? Don't have them looking for you. Don't have them going to seek out and find the answers. You need to be in control of this transaction. You need to make sure that it's going down the right path. And lastly, you want to always make sure that you are staying in contact with your buyers. all through the transaction. Over communicate, over communicate. I recommend doing an update call at least once a week. We do ours every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, all of our clients get an update call. You need to make sure that you are over communicating. Don't be afraid to share bad news. Okay, we understand that in these transactions, sometimes things go south, or you receive some news that you may be scared to tell them, but over communicate. Let them know what's going on. You never know how someone is going to react to something. Don't be that person that they end up finding out something when it's too late. We can come up with solutions together if we communicate. And I always recommend that you are communicating. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. Let me know down in the comments what was one of your takeaways. As always, please subscribe so that you get notified when we release newer videos. And I'm Chasin J Miles, and I'll see you soon.
I get money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tenant. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bible in the dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side, this how we slide. This how we ride, yeah, this how we ride.